One of the first things you want to do before you field strip or break down any gun is obviously you want to, safety check it. Now we've already pulled the magazine. We know there's an empty mag well, and we know that the gun is also empty. So first thing you want to do is what we've already done there. You want to just pull the slide back and release, and now we're going to dry fire the weapon. Once you do that, at that point you're going to pull the slide back just ever so slightly. I'm going to see if I can get this to tune in just enough to show you. See how I'm just barely moving the slide back? So just maybe 1/8 of an inch. Not very much at all. And then you're going to have your slide breakdown right here. You've got two, one on each side. And what you're going to do is when you pull this slide back just ever so slightly, you're going to pull this down. And when you do, the slide will come off. At that point, now you've got your receiver, and just a basic clean. What I do is I just take a dry toothbrush and clean this out. I don't like to oil this at all. If I do put any oil, it's right here on these 4 points, which is just where your slide is going to contact the receiver. So just lightly just clean this, wipe it down, make sure there's no, burnt powder in the receiver area. You want to just clean it out, but you don't need to put excess oil on the receiver itself. So now I just usually move the receiver back, and now I come to the slide. Now taking the slide down again is a very simple process. First thing, you're just going to grab the recoil spring assembly and you're going to move it and take it out. Now we move our recoil spring assembly to the side. And then, of course, your barrel will just come up and out. Now what you have is you have the receiver, the recoil spring assembly, the barrel, and the slide. Now that's just a basic clean. At this point right here, for the most part, you can just clean this, oil the slide just a little bit, just wipe down any excess oil, don't leave any excess oil on, take a dry toothbrush, clean the receiver, put it back, and you're good to go. But now when you want to get to a real clean, like when I've shot this thing a couple thousand rounds and I haven't cleaned it, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go one step further in the cleaning process. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to the back to the butt plate. Now this butt plate, that's where the screwdriver comes in handy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just kind of move this butt plate back. And as you can see, the butt plate starts to come back. Now when I take this butt plate off, there's going to be the striker, which is here. There's going to be quite a bit of pressure behind that striker. So I'm going to take this safety pin, and I'm going to push the safety pin down and push the striker forward. Okay, taking a little bit of the pressure off. Now I also want to be very careful because like I said, when I pull this butt plate off, the striker will have a little bit of pressure behind it. So I usually cover my finger over the top of it and move the slide back. Move the butt plate back. Once the butt plate is off, just move it over to the side. At which point now you just take and pull the striker straight up and out. Again, dry brush, clean the striker, and that's really about all you need. Now, this is actually, basically this is an extractor plunger, okay? It's like a mini recoil spring assembly for your extractor itself. Now you want to take and pull it out. Move it to the side, at which point, now when you depress the safety pin, the extractor is going to come out. There's your extractor, and then turn it upside down, and there's your safety pin. That's actually what Glock calls it, as a safety pin. So now what we have is we have 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces, just as I promised. Now you can clean everything really, really well, remembering all the time that really the slide area, now you'll notice on this Glock, I haven't shot it very much. It looks like rust, but it's actually a very dark lubricant that Glock puts on there. They say don't clean it off, shoot the gun until that wears off, then you can clean it. So I haven't even really cleaned this gun to that degree. Now this thing is broke completely down. A lot of times I'll take a pipe cleaner, and I can take a pipe cleaner and get down the inside, make sure I really get everything cleaned out well. Now going back together is very simple. There's just a couple things you have to keep in mind. First, let's start off looking at the extractor, and I'm hoping that there we go. You see how this side is kind of like a recessed area, and if you look at the other side, it's not recessed like the other one. There we go. So I'm going to take that recessed area facing up. Now you're going to look at this, and there you'll see there's a little knot here where it just kind of protrudes out. That actually goes to the front of the barrel. So I'm going to take that just like that, and I'm actually going to slide that right into, put it right into the slide. We'll put the safety pin back first, sorry about that. Put that back in, put the slide back in, depress this and put it in place, and now the extractor is back in. Now if you didn't see that, if this video is not picking up that well, basically I put that safety pin back in, I kind of lightly pushed it down, slid the extractor in place, and you'll feel it lock in. Now it's not going to come out. So now the next thing you want to do is you're going to take your extractor plunger, and you're going to put that in the, there's only two holes in the top of this slide. I don't know if we can see that. There's one here and one there. You're going to put this in the smaller hole, spring facing up, drop that back in place. Now you're going to take your striker, you're going to put your striker back in place. Now you see how it kind of protrudes up past the end of the slide. That's what I was speaking about earlier. When you get ready to put this back on, you want to put this here, you're going to need something to depress that. And basically what I do is just take that screwdriver, push the striker down, the butt plate will slide a little further, push the plunger down, and it slides even further, and boom, right back in place. At that point, now you just want to slide your barrel back in, put in your recoil spring assembly. Now, I mentioned this one time before in a previous video, and I want to point this out about the Glock. I'm going to pull this back out and show you something about this barrel. On this barrel, you'll notice, and I'm hoping this will really pick up, but you'll notice right here, there's kind of a rounded seated area right there, a little cupped area. This recoil spring assembly has to set right into that little concaved area. If you notice, it cannot be up on this ledge here. It has to be all the way down. If it's on here, you won't get the gun, you won't get the slide back on the gun. So when you're going back with this slide, make sure you put your barrel in. And when you put your recoil spring assembly in, you want to make sure that it goes all the way down, and you'll see right there, you'll see how I got that right past that groove. Now that you got the spring parallel to the slide, now you're actually able to just go ahead and just put the receiver back on. And that's it. Guys, that's really all there is to it. This gun is about as easy to clean and maintain as you could ever ask for. Anyway, guys, appreciate your subscriptions. I love the fact that you guys have come back and watched my videos over and over. So if you're new to the channel, be sure and subscribe. Either way, I would appreciate it a lot if you would like the video, if you would share the video, if you would favorite the video. It really helps get the views up. I'm actually keep an eye out on the channel. I've got a contest that's coming up soon. I've already ordered a whole bunch of gear. I've got some things coming in I think you'll be very excited about. So once I get all the prize packages together, we'll put up a contest and we'll get you guys some prizes. I really, it's kind of an appreciation thing for me. I really appreciate it. I never expected to have, 250 subscribers. I never expected to have, 70,000 plus views. I just never expected that. When I started out this YouTube adventure, it was kind of just I don't know, just messing around. But I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the friendships. I appreciate all your kind words. So be sure and comment. Tell me what you think of the video, what you think I can do to improve the video and improve the channel itself. God bless you guys. Mooch signing out. Until then, peace.